Hi guys. Happy, I don't even know what today is. Thursday. Happy Thursday. So yeah, I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a, like, more natural looking blonde, and the only thing I know how to do is white and silver, so yeah, screw it. Anyways, alright, now we're gonna go back to, plant charms. This is seriously, the Black Toad and, the Devil's Dozen. God, anything by Gemma Gary is incredibly amazing. So seriously, you guys have got to get these books. I mean, they're amazing. They really are. And they're not too expensive either. So it's pretty interesting. And it's really good. Old folkloric witchcraft from the West Country. It's just the best. And I love that you can actually see this embedded within Sabrina. So, alright, now we have plant charms for love. So, we have a Dragon's Blood love spell. Okay, so now the client desiring to have the one they love shall be provided by the practitioner, which would be you, whoever, with the... Why can't I read my writing? Oh, with the precious and magically potent red tree resin Dragon's Blood. I cannot read my own writing. I hate it. A copper vessel is required also. For the spell, the client is to be instructed to perform at their hearth at midnight upon a Friday. How do you stay up until midnight? I can't. I cannot make it to midnight. The witching hour. I can't do it. It's terrible. So, yeah, at midnight upon a Friday and under the growing of the moon, the client must remove burning coals from the hearth fire. If you don't have a hearth fire, you just need to get those little charcoal discs that burn by themselves. And so, yeah, the hearth fire or the charcoal discs. And then you place these within the copper vessel. Now, upon these coals, the client must then scatter the Dragon's Blood resin to burn. Now, over the rising smoke as it issues forth from the copper vessel, the client must say, "'Tis not this dragon's blood I mean to burn, but my true love's heart I wish to turn. May he have no sleep, no rest, nor pleasure see, until that he comes back to me, so shall it be." Ooh, that's a little aggressive. But alright, so yeah, that's the Dragon's Blood love spell. Now we have a Valerian love charm. So, for the client who wishes to have a love attracted unto them, the practitioner may create a personal charm employing the Valerian. So, a small square bag of white is made, and within this the Valerian root is enclosed and sewn shut. The charm is provided to the client to be worn around the neck. So, now we have Laurel love bindings, and I like this. This is sweet. I really do. So, alright, now lovers who wish to keep strong their love and guard it safe from all adverse intrusions may be instructed each to have a laurel twig. Each must break into their twig, and with each other exchange one half. Now both shall then bind their two halves together to be kept as a charm and token to protect and keep strong their love. I love that. I think that is so beautiful. It is cute. It is so sweet. I love it. It kind of reminds me of the wishbone in a way. It just brings back like sentimental memories of my grandma and Ganny. She does not like the word grandma. I'm sorry. I can still hear her saying, "Don't you dare call me that." So I will never. So yes, it just kind of reminds me of that. It has that sentimental, God, because she had all these, just old wives' tales, with like the potato and the warts, and tying knots around warts, along the length of a cord, and that's what she would do. And she did it for me when I would get warts on my hands, and they would go away on the full moon. Do the potato, rub it, bury it, they're gone the next day. Or buying a wart from somebody. Yeah, that's an old Romanian folk tale that on my dad's side. So his uncle, oh God, yeah, very, very Romanian, 100% Romanian and Hungarian. So whatever, one of the two, Romanian, because of Vlad, would buy warts, a nickel for a wart, each wart. Next day the wart would be gone. No idea how it works. Sympathetic magic? Don't know. Alright, but the Laurel love bindings is just really, really cute. I like it, so. Why am I flashing? There we go. Alright, now we have Blackthorn Blessing Ash. I thought this was really interesting too, because the Blackthorn is very, it's used in blasting magic, owl magic, churning magic, blinking magic, curse magic, all that kind of stuff, darker magics. So, now one may be quite justifiably tempted to regard the virtues of the Blackthorn, growing prolifically as it does in the parts in Cornwall. So, to form stark and formidable thorny boundaries atop the hedges of field and lane, and dark, impenetrable thickets within the wooded, unworked valleys and dips of land, as being of use principally within the area of defensive and offensive magics, of blasting and retribution. However, the qualities possessed by the Blackthorn are inclusive of what is that? Invulnerability, pertinacity, pheasant growth. Yeah, I don't understand all these Old English words. Some of them I do, but not a lot of them, so excuse me. Abundance and prolific progress. So, and these are all of course, blessings of a highly desirable nature. Thus, when the practitioner is called to impart blessings upon land, buildings, people, or animals, the Blackthorn blessing ash may be prepared and employed with much efficacy. So, upon a night of the full moon, the practitioner will work the rites using a staff of Blackthorn to form their circle of art, and at its center, where the ways are crossed, a blessed fire is built of thorny twigs and branches of the Blackthorn. Now, the fire is fed and maintained with the practitioner making circumambulations about it. There's that word again. I love that word. I don't know why. Chanting and charming into it the blessed virtues desired, until all is transformed into ash. Now, the Blackthorn ashes are to be gathered and ground into the finest of powders. Now, all the while the practitioner's mind is firmly fixed on the virtues, working these into the preparation, as was done with the fire. So, I love this. It's amazing. A suitable stoppable or covered vessel must be found into which the powder is transferred for keeping, and for taking to the place of working when it's to be employed. Now, when the powder is required, the practitioner will pace about the land, building, item, person, or animal, with the open vessel in a sunwise direction. Clockwise. As they go, the practitioner will all the while scatter with the right hand the powder toward the object until it is felt that the blessed virtues have been suitably imparted. Very interesting stuff. Very interesting. Now we're going to go into the Black Witch and the White Witch, so within the Cornish West Country definitions and meanings, and what that means to them in that part of that country. So it's really interesting too. I love this one. So this is Old Mother Black Cap, owl, blinking, and turning. All forms of defensive and offensive magic. Now, an acceptance that the traditional magical practitioner is possessed of the ability to cure, to bless, and to charm should quite naturally lead one to the conclusion that there is also another side to the coin, and there always is. So, and that such people are possessed also of the power when necessity arises to inflict magical harm and retaliation, or cursing, blasting, and turning. So some have gone to great lengths to draw a clear distinction between the black and the white practitioner, being the exclusively malevolent witch as distinct from the entirely benevolent wise woman and the cunning man, who work only to destroy the influence of the former. Now, in some areas, such distinctions may have some accuracy, but in the West Country, such distinctions are very difficult indeed to make. So, one may hear in the West Country of white witches and black witches, but in truth, they are all one in the same. So, whether a West Country witch is white or black depends entirely upon the nature of your relationship with their craft. So, whether you are a client seeking their aid or one who has wronged the client, thus to the client, consulting a practitioner for magical retribution against a wrongdoer. The witch is white, yet in the very same instance, to the recipient of the working, the witch is most definitely black. So it's how they perceive us. It's not really it's how we practice our craft, is what we use our, the energies around us and within us for. But it's really almost really perceived by the person or the client. So, thus we see that one who is of the true breed of Cornish and West Country witch is known as a double ways practitioner, which is very common. Double-headed doctor. There's tons of names. So here then we come to the darker ways of the West Country practitioner's art. For their abilities to curse, bless, and charm are indeed balanced by their twin powers of cursing and magical retaliation. I like that. The twin powers. Easter eggs, lots of them. In the West Country, the practice of cursing is known as owl blasting or owl blinking. I've always loved owls. So, in magical retaliation against an ill-wisher, which is not only defensive but often deliberately offensive in nature, is known as counterblasting or turning. So there will be more on Old Mother Blackcap tomorrow. I just tried to take notes. Nope. The entire 2 books have been wrote. Maybe that's my spirit guides telling me that I don't know what I need. So yeah. But yeah, the whole love one though, with the dragon's blood, to turn the heart, I personally wouldn't do it for myself. For a client, yes. That just goes against my own personal, like, I don't do love spells for myself. I don't, target a specific person. If I want to do a love spell for myself, I will do, like, self-love first. So if I make sure I need that kind of love, and if I don't, then I don't, go ahead with the other procedure, with the other working. I just, soak up the self-love and, just love myself more. In the past, I've done generalized love spells just to kind of attract, somebody kind of like on the same wavelength as me, that kind of thing. So like a general, just a general prayer for, somebody to pop into your life, that you would, not against their will, but, it's just all up to the practitioner, and it's all up to, your intentions and how you want to do it. So, but yeah, I fully love what, Gemma is presenting here. I think it's incredible. It's amazing. So yeah. Alright guys, I have a lot of sticks to pick up. The wind was insane last night. Insane. It's still insane. Like, you cannot have a cool breeze coming in when you're bleaching your hair whatsoever. But mine was totally covered, and I'm always hot. So, the heat from my head turned me 100% white even before I put my toner on, which is, oh my god. And then I put my toner on, and then boom, instantly purple took, and I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna, I'm gonna have that purple hue. No. Silver, white. But I like it. Yeah, I do. So, but alright, guys. That's it for today. It's kind of out of it. Really out of it, actually. I don't know why. But I love you all very much, and I'll see you all tomorrow. I hope you guys stay safe, and yeah, all my love, all the way from, of course, Venus, all the way back down. There we go. Okay, and I have more beads coming in for more necklaces, so I love you all very much, and thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you check out Burns the Dragon TV. Alright, I love you guys, and thank you guys for watching.